What is going on YouTube? So here we have a Mojo Super Critter decoy. This is intended for predator hunting. If I'm not mistaken, it will intrigue and lure in a variety of different predators such as coyotes, bobcats, foxes, and even raccoons, because those little buggers are vicious. Today I figured we would do a quick unboxing video on this product just to see what exactly it looks like and what everything is packaged up as. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so upon opening the box, we get the Mojo warranty paperwork and a parts list with some chinny chang bang bang language on there, and instructions for your Mojo Super Critter. Upon opening the box, it looks like we have our little antenna with the tail little motion. That's what's going to catch the eye of the fox. It appears to be made out of some type of really tightly wound spring coil material, and you can see here it has a little zip tie fashioned onto it to keep these fur-like little tails in place. But so far seems pretty durable. Now with the Super Critter, you do get a magnet, if I'm not mistaken, just inside the attachment here. So when you drop it down on top of the housing for the actual motor that runs the spinning mechanism, it's magnetized, so you don't have to worry about twisting any screws or anything of that nature. But go ahead and set this off to the side. And got some packaging around this guy, a little styrofoam. Oops, just dropped something. Box is officially empty. All right. So, styrofoam put off to the side. Got some plastic film. And ooh, man. It's got a little bit of a weight to it. I'd say it's probably a couple pounds. It's kind of heavy, a little heavy. When it comes to these little legs, you have these little tripod legs that pop out, and you'll extend them all the way from what it looks like, and then once it's all the way extended out, you have it pulled out all the way, you'll kind of look inside there and you'll notice that you can kind of pop it into place. Okay, there it is. So you kind of have to pull it all the way out, and then you'll pull it back and it'll lock into place. So let's go ahead and do that for these others. There it goes. Okay. Boom. All right. Cool. Okay. Now I love that Mojo utilizes these double-sided switches. So if you look closely here, you'll notice here on this lower half there's just one line going through it. So you have a one line notch here, and then up on the higher side of the switch you have those two lines up there. Now when you push down on the single stage line, if I'm not mistaken, that just operates the motion and allows the tail to spin and will attract attention. Now the cool thing about the Super Critter that the original Critter did not have from Mojo is when you flip it over to the double-sided line up on the top side of it, that'll engage the motion, and it'll also incorporate a dying cottontail sound. So you'll actually get a vocal sound. It has an actual speaker built into the device. It'll actually bellow out the calling sound of a dying rabbit. So that alone I think is pretty awesome about this new Super Critter. Now one thing that they did not do with the Critter 2, or at least the second model, this is technically, if I'm not mistaken, the Super Critter is the third version of the Predator Call Decoy series that they came out with years ago. So the original Critter had a a synthetic fur cover just like this one, and you can see it pops off and exposes the plastic underside. And of course right here we have our little battery compartment, and the nice thing here is that you can just simply take your finger and unscrew it. You don't have to grab a set of, you don't have to go grab your screwdriver with this guy, which is nice. Just lean it back, cover comes right off, and if I'm not mistaken, this guy requires just 4 AA batteries. You can see right here. One thing I do want to mention with the Mojo decoys, it seems like every single Mojo decoy I buy or a buddy of mine buys, they all include an extra battery tray. So that way when you're going out into the field, you can go ahead and stick some extra batteries and fill up a backup tray. That way when you burn through the original tray, you can go ahead and just exchange them out in the field, and it saves you that little bit of extra crucial time that allows you to focus on the hunt. Now, that is something that I love about Mojo. Taking the battery tray out of the Mojo Super Critter, we'll go ahead and take 4 AA batteries and install them in it.
On the right, on the rocks. Okay.
Alright, so we have 4 AA batteries in our little battery tray. Now we'll make sure that the metal tabs right here, these 2 little metal tabs, are going to be facing towards the Mojo. Drops into place. Take our little cover plate.
This is in the mountain.
We can just go ahead and screw this guy in. Now, I probably should comment that you can see here that it really doesn't fit flush. This battery cover for the compartment doesn't really fish with the rest of the plastic. You're just kind of screwing it on there just to kind of make sure it doesn't, I guess, fall out. So that is something that I would like to mention. Next, we'll go ahead and take our Super Critter magnetic tail, and I'm pretty sure it'll just drop in here, and we'll screw it one way to the other and wait until it snaps. There it is. So you can see it just snapped in. It's flush, pretty close to being flush on the top side here. And let's go ahead and turn on the motion portion. So just inside the plastic casing, it has that little motor in there, and it seems to be going off every 2.5 to 3 seconds. Yeah. And all it seems to be doing is rotating in a counterclockwise motion, and it creates that irresistible moving effect. Now, after testing out the motion, let's see how loud this little second feature is with the sound box. That's what I am most curious about. So let me give you guys my honest opinion of that right now. There is a 2-minute delay, however, and there will not be any sound projected out of this unit until 120 seconds. So yeah. Now, I don't think that is super loud. I think that is relatively I think it's a little bit on the lower side of the volume spectrum. I feel like if you're in a large open field, maybe an open hay field, and it's relatively quiet, that might do the trick. But I would imagine, I think the big bonus to take away is that we'll be able to go ahead and hook up some additional audio connects to this and actually use a bigger speaker system, because this one is just this little bitty speaker box here. There's not a whole lot to it. So I am a little bit disappointed on the volume. There is no adjustment on the volume, if I'm not mistaken, so there's no way to turn it up or turn it down. And at this point, of course, I want to turn it up a little bit, and that is not an option. But really the big takeaway is that motion right there. we'll go ahead and wrap it up with that, guys. This Mojo Super Critter is something that I've been curious about for a while, so we will not see how it does until we take it out into the actual field. Hopefully we can get some footage of us using it later this week. But thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe if you like these types of videos, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.